Hey everyone, it's time to edit our homework movie. But first, look at the screen. If you ever log on and you see some weird kind of warning that you have no idea what it is, like what is website 1.1.1.1, you don't know, I don't know either. If you don't know what it is, cancel. If that doesn't work, look up in the top left and see if there's a red dot. Click it, and it goes away. Today we will be working in iMovie, so take a peek at the dock down at the bottom. If you have the new version of the program, you have a purple star. Double click iMovie and it will bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and it will open up. Ready to go? Let's check it out. Take a peek up here at the left hand corner as you start. We want to be in our event menu. So if you click on all events, I have an event down at the bottom called Homework Movie, which is what we will be working on. An event is nothing more than rough footage. It's your project before you do any editing. It's like the hard drive where you put all of your video clips. So, the event, Homework Movie, should already be created for you. But what you will need to do is you will need to create your movie from which you're going to make this project into something really cool. So, go up to the top. File. Create a new movie. The first thing it will do is ask you if you want a theme. Nah, we don't need it. It's kind of fancy, and I want to start with basic, quick stuff that you can get in a hurry. So click on No Theme, Create. It'll ask you for a name. I want you to give it the name of whichever hour I have you, and then the word homework. So let's imagine I'm doing it for my 4th hour. So I'm going to type in the word 4th. Notice I've capitalized the F. And then we have the word homework. Notice I've capitalized the H. Anytime you're dealing with a title, most words should be capitalized, unless they're a, an, the, or tiny little words like that. So whatever hour number I have you, capitalized, and then the word homework, capitalized. Click OK. Our rough footage is up here, and the project that we're going to edit into is down here. So let's get to work. The first thing we want to include is the shot where our actor walks through the door. So go up to that clip, double click it. It will turn yellow if you see the border. Click, hold, drag, and drop in your timeline. And your first shot is there. All we need to do is cut it to the length we want. Take a peek over here to the right. 2 buttons, really important for you to know. Click on this film strip. It will allow you to change the size of the clip. Make it big so you can see what's going on. Also, make sure that you're showing your audio waveforms. If this is clicked off, all you see is the picture. But if this is clicked on, you'll see like a graphic representation of your sound right here. When the peaks go high, the talking is really loud. When the peaks are low, there's hardly any talking at all. And sometimes it helps you to know, okay, the talking starts, and then I know the talking stops right here, so that might be a good place for me to start my shot. If you can look at your sound, it helps. But I know with this shot, I only want to get the portion where he's coming through the door. So the stuff at the beginning, I can get rid of. So I'm just moving my mouse back and forth, doing a little dance. Woo woo! Anyway, we start at the end, and let's go backwards. I want to go right before he comes through the door. So we're going to watch him go backwards. I'm just moving my mouse to the left. He shuts it. He goes that way. That looks like a decent place to start right before he walks through the door. So hold down Command, which is right next to your spacebar, and click B. When that happens, it will split your video into pieces. You see the gray line between these 2 clips. So I just went to the end. I kind of backspaced it. As soon as he walks out of the shot, like 1 second before that, I hit Command B, which splits it. All this junk we don't need. So hit your big fat delete key, which is next to the plus sign, and it goes away. So here's our first shot. I just hit play. 1 second later, he walks through. We see him shut the door, And we probably want to end the shot right there. I just hit that space bar from my pause button. So to trim the end of the shot off, I'm just going to go to the end until I see those arrows. Click, hold, drag it to the left. And you can kind of wiggle it around. I know as soon as he is out of this shot, I'm good to cut to the next one. So I'm just watching the bottom left corner. There he goes. And that's cool and that's done. Let's watch it. This is shot 1. This is shot 2. Double click it, it all turns yellow. Click, hold, drag, and drop. We want to cut to the part where he drops his books on the table. The biggest thing to remember with this project is you want stuff to move. You never want to get bored. You want the action to go, 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 go. So these shots need to be as short as possible. So let's just grab the beginning until you have the arrows. Let's click, let's hold, let's drag until right before he walks in the shot. I'm moving it to my right, but I'm watching the window up in the top right. There he is. Maybe let's start it like right here. He comes in, he puts his books on the table, and he walks out of the shot. I want the shot to end as soon as he's gone, so I'm going to grab the right end, click, hold, drag, and I'm going to go backwards until I see him again. As soon as he walks out, I know I can let go. And let's watch the two shots together. Put it down, walk out, and that's the end of shot 2. I might even take a little bit more off the end of that shot, just because. Shot 3 didn't work because you can see how we sat down and looked at the camera, right? In most movies, you don't want the actor looking at the camera because it looks like, "Hi, how you doing? Mom, I'm on TV." So we had him do it again the second time. So double click, hold, drag, drop. You can see by the audio here, I've given him lots of direction and instruction. I've got my sound turned down so that the sound doesn't distract us while we're working on the tutorial, but I'm just going to kind of scrub through. And in the last shot, since he put his book down and he walked out, right there, as soon as he leaves the shot, that puts him at the corner of where the table is. So I want to see if I can find the beginning of this shot. I'm clicking, I'm dragging, I'm holding, and you can see I'm just getting rid of stuff as we go. In most cases, the stuff you want to use is at the end of the shot, right? So I'm just going to click and hold and like backspace rewind until he's at the corner, about right there. Let go. Then I just want to check the end and see if we have him sitting for too long, which makes it boring. Yeah, and see how the camera gets all bobbly and jiggly and stuff? Go to the end, click, hold, drag backwards. And let's see if we can have it end about right there. So we've got 20 seconds worth of video so far. Walk through, shut the door, out of the shot, books on the desk, around the side, cut, grab the chair, have a seat, hands on the table. Then in the next shot, he'll pull the book towards him and open it up. He'll put the paper on the desk next to him. In our next shot, he'll reach in his shirt collar, he'll take out his pen. Then we go to the over the shoulder, where we see him, he looks a little bit, and then he writes a little bit. This shot is long. It's 23 seconds of writing, which is snoozeville, if you ask me. The big thing I want you to do is watch what happens in the shot. Look for continuity. He reaches, he grabs. It looks like he's looking, it looks like he's putting his finger on the book right there, isn't it? So see if you can find a shot where it starts of him with his finger on the book. But we want to see him read a little bit. We want to see him write a little bit. We don't need to see him write forever. We just want to see him write long enough so we know what's going on. Then in the next shot, as he's writing, we're going to cut to a picture of the book he's looking at. It's called a cutaway. Cut back to a higher over the shoulder. He's writing a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Folds it, puts the stuff away, and then he gets up and walks out. 2 tricks I need to show you. You see the light fixture up in the corner? That's a mess up. That's something I need to get rid of. Check out these 2 buttons up here. I want you to click on Adjust. See this button right here? It's your cropping tool. If you click on it and then click on Crop, you get 4 corners. Grab one, drag it in, and I'm cropping the image. Anything that's in the light portion will stay. Anything in this gray part will go away. I want to make sure I keep him in the shot, so I don't want to do this or I'll cut the top of his head off, which would be incredibly unfortunate. So scooch it up to the top, but notice how I'm getting rid of this light fixture. Let's click play and see how it looks zoomed in just a little bit. Yeah, we still see him. He walks in, he walks out. But one other trick I want to show you. When it comes time for the book, it was a little jiggly. It was a little shaky. As I watch it, you can see it kind of jiggle and shake. If there's a problem with that, click anywhere in the clip. Actually, Control click anywhere, and you'll get Add Freeze Frame. If you click that, you'll get 4 seconds of freeze frame where you have the picture, but there's no jiggles. So if you want to add a freeze frame in the book, that's perfectly fine. Click on the stuff you don't need, hit your big fat delete key next to the plus sign. Hit your big fat delete key. The freeze frame will be in the middle. It's 4 seconds. Get rid of the stuff you don't need. And then instead of a moving picture, you get a still picture like this. It's playing right now. You can see the timeline moving, but nothing's going on here. So let's put this thing together. We want to keep it short. Don't let it be long and boring, and we will be in great shape. When your movie is done, when it looks just like the one on my YouTube site, call me over and I'll grade it. Thanks.